Okay,
Uh,
now we are live. So,
yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the HOTSEAT TV. I am your host, Zach Owanda, and today we have Honorable Lucy Bwari, who seeks to be the third women rep of Kisii County. Honorable Lucy Bwari is the Executive Secretary of NAT, and she was in the contest for the UDA ticket. So this morning we talked to her on her ambitions, her story, and what she stands for. So you can leave your question in the comment section so that we can be able to have this session together. It shall be an interactive session. We shall ask everything. We shall be plain and true. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the video as it progresses. So, Honorable Lucy, who is Lucy Bwari as we start?
Thank you. Good morning, Lucy Fuadi, Lucifera. My name's Lucifera Bwari Getoy, and I am a teacher by profession, a mother of four, and a widow. I was born in the late 60s. That is around 1969. And I started schooling at Kiobeg Primary School. Then I went to Gionsel Mixed School, which is now Gionsel Girls High School. Then I proceeded for my A levels to Stronger Girls High School. After high school, I got married. And then after staying with my husband for 6 years, passed on, and that was 1994. And I have been a widow for the last 27 years. When my husband passed away, I wasn't employed. And through God's grace, I went to Asumbi Teachers College, acquired a B1 certificate, and I was deployed at Nyambera Primary School. That was my first station. Then I moved to various stations within Kisii County. And in 2006, I was elected the woman representative full-time in Bucha branch. That is South Mogrango, Bomachoge, and Bobazi. Then in 2016, I was elected as the executive secretary, a seat that no woman has ever been elected. It was a tough tussle between me and men. And through the grace of God, I always say God, because I've come this far because of God. I was able to become the first woman executive secretary. And that gave me the nickname, the Queen of Nyanza, because I was the only one among the 21 executive secretaries in Nyanza. I was the only one. And when we go to Kenya wide, that was the same. Then in 2021, that is last year, I still retained the seat of executive secretary. That was in January. And then in June, I was again elected as the National Executive Council member, representing the teachers of Nyanza at the national level. After which, there are people and myself. By the way, you must first of all believe in yourself before other people come believing in you. And therefore, because I believe in myself and because of the vision that I have for the future of this county and Kenya as a whole, I stood for the seat of woman representative Kisii County. And I had the support of the religious leaders, I had the support of the teachers, I had the support of most of the residents of Kisii County. My family supports me, where I'm married and where I'm born, and my own family, that is my children, because as we speak, both of them, all of them are adults. I therefore ventured into this politics after I was elected as a teacher leader. And to be elected as a teacher leader, that means you are capable of discharging duties that you are assigned. That is a brief story about myself, because I cannot go to all the nitty gritties of my life history. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, Honorable Lucy. You seek to be the third women rep. What do you stand for? And what is your agenda in this race?
One, before I could seek to be the third woman rep, the seat of woman rep is about women, is about the vulnerable, is about the youth, is about the people living with disability. Being that I have been a teacher, I have been in schools, and I have seen how much girls suffer, how much girls miss school because of missing basic necessities. I have seen how mothers come to school, and when they want together for their girls or their children, by the way, you find that they are struggling, and they live in abject poverty. And therefore, when I decided to stand for this seat, I decided to stand because I have grown in Kisii. I was married in Kisii. I went to school in Kisii, and I have learned a lot about what people go through in this Kisii. So, one of my major goals, God willing, if I'm elected, have an alternative way of giving women a source of income. There is this table banking program that if I have gone through so many groups of women, then I believe will change their lives. Another one is there is unemployment all over. But if I'm elected, we can put up uh, rehabilitation centers, because due to this unemployment, most of our youths are frustrated, and you get that they involve themselves in drug abuse. But if we have rehabilitation centers, which are also known as treatment centers, we can rehabilitate them and place them, because in these rehabilitation centers, already you have created employment. And then outside there, after they are now healed, after they have been rehabilitated, we can come up with programs that will lead them to be self-employed. Like now, we we have seen the county government trying to put up banana industries and these other agricultural industries. I was thinking, like, if we can collaborate and have donors, we can put up rescue centers, we can put up counseling centers, and we can train these youth who have not gotten employment after university, so that they can be working in those centers. If we put a center per ward, then that means you could have rehabilitated most of the youths in those wards. And then even the men and women, there are those men and women, because of poverty, men have gone to drinking, they have left their duties, their responsibilities, and they're just there. So if they are rehabilitated, then that means you bring them back to productivity, so that they improve the economy, they improve their own lives. Um, I'm thinking, like, we can give bursaries to those kids or children who are bright, but they come from very poor families. Some of them are orphans. Some of them are total orphans, partial orphans. And if we give them bursaries equally, that is, we give them without bias. We use the people on the ground, that is the assistant chiefs or the clan elders, so that they bring on board those children who are bright, but they cannot be able to venture into their dreams because of poverty. then I think I'd have changed Kisii County from where it is to another level. Then with the ladies or the women, there are those women who are business women, but their resources are so meager. If you add them something small, then you could have improved their their stock, and they will be able to trade, and as they sell their things, they get higher profits, and in that way you could have improved their economic status. I could also want to say that there are these men who are also poor, because when we talk about the vulnerable, we don't mean only the women. We mean all those people who are economically unstable. They can even be emotionally unstable. They can even be intellectually unstable. And we shall look for ways and means of getting these people to be stable in their lives. I want to say, if we elected, if given a chance, my leadership is going to be inclusive. My leadership is going to be consultative, because once you consult, once you include the stakeholders in your decision making organs, then that will mean you will cater for everybody as per the affirmative seat endeavor.
Okay. Thank you very much, Honorable Lucy, for the detailed description on what you will do. We now go to the first segment on the UDA nominations. The sources reveal that Mama Teresa has the UDA ticket and you are vying under UDA. What is your comment on this?
I don't have a problem, Mama Teresa, fighting on this on the ticket of UDA, because whether I was given the ticket or not, I'm still in the ballot.
Okay. I saw that you are very emotional on this ticket that you really wanted it. What do you come on the table with? How many votes do you come on the table with? Because our Gosi region is clan based. Which clan do you come from? And do you think will it play in this race this year?
What I know and what I understand about politics, politics is dynamic. And when I was approached, I want to be very honest and say I wasn't in UDA. It's only that they came to my house and requested me that I run in the UDA ticket. I agreed, because once people come for you and they tell you they'll support you, they'll do what they'll go around with you as you solicit for your votes, I had to agree. But I came to realize that within UDA, the decision making, their decision making was not up to date. That is what I may say, because they were telling me the same thing. When I reached there,
Okay.
there were other ladies there.
So that is
Yeah, there were
the only
other. Yeah,
okay.
there were other ladies, and I just watched and I saw how we were being taken in circles and circles. So what I know is that table, it is when we were starting. There is nobody who has votes as we speak. Everybody is starting. We are soliciting votes from the electorate. So if you say that you have the votes, I think we will be cheating ourselves. We are all coming on board. We are all coming on board because this is a general election whereby the electorate has the mandate to elect whoever they want, with or without a party, without looking at the clans. As we say always, yes, the clans, the Kisii politics is based on clans, but this was a precedent that was set by the former regime, and we must always come out and do things differently. We must not work. We must not always work according to what people's design, because they designed that so that they can gain. And therefore, I came through. Um, I came out from Bobasi. I know I come from Bobasi, and I came out knowing that I can't be elected by all the residents of Kisii County. So I want to say the vote that I came with on the table is one that is mine, my vote. First of all, I came with my vote, and they also came with their votes, one each. There is nobody who has votes in his pocket or in his cup, or in his cupboard. Everyone, each and every one of us, is going to solicit for votes from the electorate, and therefore, uh, what I know is we have come out just like in a market, people display their goods and the buyers buy. They choose and buy what they want. And therefore, I believe I am the best commodity in the market to be bought.
Okay, thank you. Janet Ongera has been our women rep. What is your take about her leadership? Has she performed very well? And what, if not, what will you do differently?
Yeah, Janet Ongera has been our woman representative. I don't want to say she has not performed well because I have not been there to know what is there that she was supposed to do and she was not supposed to do. But what I want to say is, once elected, I'll give bursaries equally without bias, as I said. I don't want to promise things that I will not be able to do, but I want to promise that once there, I'll see what is there and I'll work upon it. I'll work upon it after calling the stakeholders, involving them so that we decide the way forward together.
Okay. Uh, you come from the same clan as Janet Ongera. There are rumors that Honorable Lucy Bwari is the aunt to Janet Ongera. What is your comment on this?
We come from the same clan, that is Bobasi. I come from Masiga East, of course. She comes from Masiga East. I am married in Bosansa, but we are not related.
Okay. Thank you for that clarification. Now, Kisii County politics, you must have money. Nowadays, our people stand by the roadside to wait for politicians so that they can give them money. Is Lucy Bwari well oiled for campaigns in the 9 constituencies and 45 wards? Do you think you have the cash to do the campaigns? Because nowadays the stakes are very high, branding of cars, big convoys. Do you think you are able to marshal the votes and campaign?
I think I am able to do the campaigns. It doesn't matter how much money you have. What matters is how do you use what you have to get what you want.
Okay. Uh, who do you support for governor? Because we have different candidates who have come out. Who do you support for governor?
I'm not supporting anybody at the moment, but if anybody comes on board and tells me he's supporting me and I am assured of his support, then that is the person I'll support because I have realized in politics there is nobody who is honest. Therefore, for me uh, to be on the safe side is to look for my votes.
Okay. For you to be safe. So you are not in UDA right now.
I'm not.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that clarification. Some people may want to know, some people think the women rep seat is an ambiguous seat. How important is the women rep seat? And if it is important, how will you do things differently so that people feel the impact of the women rep seat?
The woman seat is not ambiguous. I think when devolution came, and there is this alignment that you saw dividing the seats into clans. They thought that they can just put the woman rep seat in the county uh, for no purpose anyway. That is what I may say. But I want to say the woman rep seat is not ambiguous because it has a kitty. It has a kitty that is supposed to be utilized by the groups, the affirmative. You know, when we talk about affirmative, affirmative is the representation of groups that are not represented in a certain sector. So when you are representing a group that is not represented, that means you are not ambiguous, but you are equally slated in the constitution. And therefore, I've said, and I want to say, I will do things differently by involving everybody, that is, involving the stakeholders, those people that are supposed to be represented by the affirmative seat action.
Okay. Uh, what is your message to the county UDA leaders? You said you were visited, and they seeked your support in the lineup of the county. What is your message to them? And do you think they betrayed you?
Yeah, they betrayed me. But when I left, I forgave them, and I want to tell them, let them do clean politics without cheating. You know, this it. Once you cheat one person, the rest of the people will not believe in you. So we wanted. I thought like they will be truthful, they will be honest, but I found they are not honest. Therefore, I want to appeal that they be honest in what they are doing. So it means even what they are promising the people of Kisi County, they are not going to deliver because already they have started cheating us as aspirants.
Okay. But you were put aside, you together with Maureen Obino and Bwari, so that you can decide on one candidate. But you guys did not decide on one candidate.
You know,
Uh, so what really happened?
you know, when you come out for a political seat, or when you come out to do something, you have come out because you have a focus, you have a vision, and you have what you want to do. So when people come and tell you to sit and agree, it means they don't consider what you stand for. And therefore, when they told us to agree, when they came for me, they didn't tell us we are going to agree with other women. They told me that in their matrix, they had set Bobasi for woman rep. And then they told me that I was the only one from Bobasi because they told me Maureen was married in Kitutu Church, Gladys was married in Nyaribari Masaba, and the world was also married in Nyaribari Masaba. So they found me to be the only person who came from Bobasi. And therefore, the reason why we couldn't agree is because we didn't have the same focus, we didn't have the same vision. Everybody, like I've told you, I'll do my things, the same things that Janet did, but in a different way, because it is the same seat.
Okay, thank you. There are sources that reveal that you are a project. That's why UDA turned you down. A project by Mama County, Janet Ongera. What is your comment on this?
By the way, when people want to tarnish your name, they term you a project. When they came to my house, if they knew I was a project, why did they come to my house? And they're the ones who even paid the nomination fee. I didn't pay. So how can you pay for a project? And then if I was a project, then I was a very successful project because they came for a project that was already on the ground. Why couldn't they go for any other person from Bobasi? And they came for me if they knew I was a project.
Okay.
So I want
Thank you.
I'm not a project of anybody. I am just going for this seat as a woman. I qualify. I don't need anybody to brand me as his or her project for me to go through.
Okay. Do you think so? You are vying as an independent candidate, and to vie as an independent candidate is quite a tough choice and a tough task. Are you ready for this contest
I said,
all round? Yes.
yeah. I said I'm ready. I'm already on the ground.
Okay, thank you. Now, from Bobasi, we have different candidates, and we must agree the clan-based politics will have to take the center stage in Gusiland. How are you going to marshal against Janet Ongera, Simbarati, Chris Obure, and other candidates who want to take the county seats? How are you going to come out differently and strong in this race?
As a woman representative, I'm not contesting against Arati. I'm not contesting against Obura. They are contesting for the seat of governorship. I am contesting for the seat of woman representative. So my competitor in Bobasi is Janet Ongera, and not Arati or Chris Obure.
Okay, they say that each house must have one person in the county lineup. That's why I asked if you're able to come from Bobasi in the county lineup. Okay, that aside, what are the challenges you've had as a woman in politics? Because you have been the executive secretary of NAT and now you want to be a women rep in Kisii County. What challenges have you had in this in your race to leadership?
One, I've had challenges of political violence, whereby you are abused, you are called names. Sometimes some people hire others to injure you. Sometimes your colleague politicians injure you. Sometimes they say things that are not true about you, but all the same, when you get into politics, then you've gone into a dirty world, and you must be able to withstand.
Okay, and what is your message to the young ladies and ladies around who want to seek political seats? What is your message to them?
My message is everybody who feels like they want to fight for a seat, let them come on board, let them fight. Because if you don't come out, nobody will know that you are there. I want to encourage them. I want to encourage my colleague ladies that let us come, let us show ourselves, because for you to be elected, you must come out. But for you to be known, you must come out. For you to be selected, even selection alone, you must come out. I therefore want to encourage them to come out and let us do politics that is clean politics. I know it can't be clean, but let us try as much as we can to do clean politics as ladies.
Okay. Mama Teresa was brought on board because he's the only candidate from Bochari. So in the UDA lineup, she's purported or seen to bring votes from Bonchari. What do you think about her candidature? And do you think she betrayed you?
No, with Mama Teresa, I may not say she betrayed me. I want to say she also had ambitions. Those are ambitions. And when somebody has an ambition, you don't say she or he has betrayed you. What I may say about our candidate in Bonchari is I said this is a general election whereby all of us have gone to the market. And here in the market, we are just like commodities. He's a commodity, I am a commodity, and the rest of us are commodities. So the electorate will choose. And let me tell you, you will get that I'll garner more votes from Bonchari than Teresa. Teresa may garner more votes from Bobas than me. What is there is it depends on the electorate and how you approach them. It is not about lineup, it's not about party, it's about how you approach them, it's about your policies, and it's about your presentation.
Sources reveal you were given a nomination slot in UDA so that you can be able to step down for Mama Teresa or any other goodies. Why did you decline this offer? And do you think going to the ballot was the only option?
For fairness and goodness, surely. Even you, if you are given a nomination slot, will you again go running for this hectic exercise? They didn't give me. They are just cheating. That's why I said UDA is not honest. They didn't give me. Let them say where they sat with me, where they negotiated with me, who was present, and why I declined. They didn't tell me anything. The only thing they did, they arranged a meeting in Bonjari. They told the rest to be ready for her to be announced as a contestant. And unfortunately, Teresa called me there, and they did it in my presence without even preparing me. And therefore, they cannot say I declined. Where did I decline? This cheating is not good. So when they cheat, what they did that, I think they are not honest.
So if you are offered a slot for nomination, because you say you control the teachers in Kisi County, will you be able to take this position and stop vying from the women rep in the women rep race?
With consultation, and everybody knows at the national level, that is member of parliament. Then no hope because all the same, I am going to serve them.
Okay, that is well done. We are about to finish, and I will want to ask the last questions as we finish up. Um, in Kisi County, most of the regions are under Azimio, or it is perceived to be an Azimio stronghold, and you had joined the UDA. Do you think you could be able to marshal votes for William Ruto? And do you think, in your own opinion, that William Ruto will get votes here in Kisi County? Honorable Lucy, you can unmute your mic. Your mic is muted. Okay, you may unmute mic, so you can now comment on that.
Yeah, I am saying, the Kisi County presidents do not vote on party lines. And if you look at the previous regime, ODM was very prominent in Kisi. But when you look at the number of slots that they got in parliament, the members of parliament, people elected personality, but they didn't elect parties. That is why even from my constituency, Ovir was able to come very many votes through a very small party that was PDP.
Okay, thank you. In your last statement, or what can you say your parting shot as we come to the end of this session? What is your parting shot, and what do the people of Kisi County expect from you?
My parting shot is I'm requesting the Kisi people to consider voting for me so that they can be able to compare and contrast what the two previous women representatives have done and what I will do. I also want to say that we need to do clean politics. We need to do politics without violence. We don't need to kill one another for us to win. We need one another. After ninth, life will continue. Not all of us that are fighting will win, but all of us that are fighting are supposed to be there so that we can take care of our families, so that we can take care of the county and wait for another time. And
Okay.
I want to wish each and every contestant well, starting from myself. And I also want to wish the Kisi residents good health. I want to wish them well. so that as we reach that time, they vote for us, and
Oh,
then we continue.
okay. Thank you. Thank you for joining us, Honorable Lucy Bwari. We have had an interactive session, and I hope we will still have comments from the people. I read some of the comments here. Jacqueline Osiemo says, you are a good representation. Dennis Boari says, good presentation, a true leader, a woman who understands the problems facing Kisi County. There's somebody here, Hustler Nation Kenya, my favorite for women representative seat because she has been tested and found fit to be holding a public office. She's surely the most awaited Messiah. And more comments have come. Elijah Nduso, I can see your comment. Douglas Raka and other people. From my end, Azako, and I wish you all the best, Mama Lucy Bwari, as you contest this year. And may God bless you. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much. Be blessed.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, that has been Honorable Lucy Bwari, and she has commented about her ambition and what she expects to be done. So, you can join us. I've posted the link in the comment section so that you can join the conversation this morning. We're going to discuss about a little bit of things that have been happening. So, in the comment section, please join in so that we discuss about the things that have Honorable Lucy has told us. So I will take a commercial break, kidogo, and when we come back, we'll link in with the other people so that we see what happens. Mayua, good morning. Mayua, you can unmute your mic. Unmute your mic from your end. Yes. Unmute your mic. Okay, that is okay now. Moyoa, we have had a discussion with Honorable Lucy Bwari, who wants to be our women rep in Kisi County. What is your comment on this? What she has discussed about what she wants to do and what she expects to do. What can you comment briefly as we continue? Unmute your mic, Moyoa. Moyoa, I can't find you, so we go to a break, then we come back.
I declare, or rather I pronounce Chepkorir Thank you so much. Thank you.
Muigai tapita mitano. Humanity got 98,000. 8,000 and 4 took the second position.
Yes, Moyo, you are. You there? Moyo, are you there? Okay, you can unmute your mic if you can hear me. Yes, Moyo, you can hear me? I've lost you again. Okay.
I declare, or rather I pronounce Chepkorir Milan.
Okay, so today morning we have had a discussion about uh, our women rep, Rebel Lucy, and she has commented a lot and stated a lot on what she stands for. Her, 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 the helm of NAT Executive Secretary and uh, her clan, Bobasi. So these are some of the things that she has talked about, and we hope and believe that the people of Gusi land will make a decision on what to do. Yesterday we had Honorable Maureen Obino, who also wanted to get the UDA ticket. Maureen told us that she is on the race. In fact, she says that she will be handed over the UDA ticket. And today we are told by Honorable Lucy that the ticket is already with Mama Teresa. So we will see on how things unfold in Kisii County. But most of all, today, what is happening in Chunga House is that those people that won elections will be handed over direct tickets. So we will be waiting to see on what happens. There are rumors that all the aspirants who won elections are now in Nairobi, Chunga House, so that they can be able to receive their certificates. Meanwhile, today, the UDA brigade in Kisii County will be at Bomachoge Borabu so that they can carry out their campaigns as they seek to, as Ezekiel Ombaki Machoku seeks to become the second Kisii County governor. And also on the race, we have Honorable Joash Mangi, who wants to be the third Kisii County senator. And these are some of the stories for the day today. And also, what to note is that there are also rumors that today there will be a meeting to decide on who shall be the Azimio candidate for Gusiland, for Kisii County, I mean. And so we will see on how that unfolds this day. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, continue subscribing to the Hot Seat TV. Continue subscribing to our videos. You can like our videos, share our videos extensively so that we can be able to reach more people. Otherwise, for those people who have been with us, who have commented in this session today, wish you all the best. And also, uh, there are quite a number of people who feel that Honorable Lucy should be at the ballot, either as independent or in a party. So we'll get in touch with more viewers as we move ahead so that we can discuss more on this. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Thank you. We have received some of the comments we've had today. And also today it's worth noting in the newspapers we have specific headlines like in the Star newspaper, the headlines in the Star. Uh, there are news that Alfred Kater clinches the UDA ticket in in Nandi Hills. That is what is in the news this morning. And we also have Savula joins and sees Malala Barasa of ODM Mkuko of MDG in the governor race. So we'll wish to see on how this runs up. Kakamega is a county that most people are seeking to be a hotly contested race. And so these are some of the things that are in the headlines. Also in the headlines today, CS Matiang'i attacks Ruto, tells DP Ruto to quit. Interior chief dismisses deep state narrative, claims the second in command is just a populist. So these are some of the things that are in the headlines. And also in the headlines, Raila to meet senior U.S. senators and tech giants. So these are some of the things that are in the headlines this morning. So you can grab yourself the newspaper today so that you can be able to get what is in the newspaper. So back to here in Kisiland, the race to succeed Governor Ngwa is gaining momentum as we uh, approach the finishing line and the deadlines with IBC. Remember, by May, this 22nd, the 2nd of May, that will be the end of the clearance of independent candidates. And those people who are disgruntled with the nominations are running up and down for the independent independent seats. So, the standard, the headlines, the editor says, Deep State Matiang'i attacks Ruto, and also the standard also it says how Ruto will pick his running mate. How Ruto will pick his running mate. And top in the list in the Ruto's uh, list is one Rigathi Gachagua. We also have in the standard Jitters Shabal to run as independent. It has been in the social media of how people were emotional during the the, the meeting where one Shabal had meeting with his diehards, and most people are crying there. It was seen in social media, and these are some of the things that are in the headlines today. And we have the meetings of teachers in Mombasa. Also in the standard, we have the enterprise, which is a section in the standard. So keep with us this morning as we talk about real issues. Remember, we have been with our Honorable Lucy Bwari, who wants to be the Kisi County Women Rep. So we can go for a break so that we come back and finish up the program this morning. And thank you for subscribing and liking our page. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this morning. And from my end, Zako, and I wish you all the best. And we hope again to meet again this evening for the day's political analysis of what has happened during the day and much more on the race of different seats, the whole country. And remember, this is the fastest growing YouTube channel in the country. So don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Thank you very much. Until tomorrow morning for another session. Thank you. Thank you very much.